Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar. 6 games on the baseball slate, and I've got 6 of my favorite plays. My favorite play from each and every game, including 5 bats, 1 pitcher. My favorite value plays, that pitcher at a big discount from some of the studs. An old guy I think is in a good spot here tonight. And, of course, my favorite play of the night. Who is it? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and I appreciate you stopping by the Fantasy Bar to check out today's video with 5 of my favorite hitters and my favorite pitcher on tonight's 6-game slate. Like I said in the opening, going to give you my favorite play from each and every game. We're going to mix it up a little bit here to help with those stacks you're building, some one-off pieces, or some cash game guys you can throw in. So before we get into the plays for Monday, first thing, make sure you like the video. Hit that thumbs up button. Really helps us out here. As I always say, that's a tip jar here in the Fantasy Bar. Second, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get notified when these videos are coming out. And lastly, if you're a sports bettor, if you're thinking about being a sports bettor, you just want to dabble, you want to take it seriously, whatever you want to do, guys, click the link right below the video. Scoresandodds.com/beer is going to help get you started on that journey or continue and improve your current journey. Lots of information, premium stats and picks across all the different major sports. Can look at odds across all the different sports book. Just a ton of information there to help you make you a better sports bettor. Scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, let's get into the plays here for tonight. If my voice starts going, it's because I've been coaching girls softball all weekend long. So we're going to try to get through this here and keep the voice afloat. But let's get started here with our first play on the infield shortstop, Tim Anderson of the White Sox. So we're going to spend some money here on DraftKings. Don't worry, we're going to save you some money down the line here, make it easier to get Tim Anderson in the lineup here. But very quiet bat here for Tim Anderson of late. And I think that's going to help in the ownership department. We know a lot of newer players, that's all they're really looking at are the box scores. This guy hasn't done much lately. I don't want to pay these prices for him. I think that's a mistake. I think this is a game that Anderson really gets it going. But let's dig into some of the numbers against lefties. And we'll go back to the start of last season. You see that WOBA at almost 500. ISO there as well over 300 at 333. And a guy that hits fastballs very well. 392 WOBA against that pitch. Now, Kim, going to use that almost half the time against right-handed hitters, has also allowed a lot of hard contact at almost 42% to righties. So a good spot here for the White Sox. I think they're a very stackable team. There's cheaper options here, of course, but I really like Tim Anderson here tonight to lead us off in Monday's video. All right, let's go from one White Sox to a former White Sox in the outfield, Avail Garcia of the Brewers. So Abby, we know another guy that hits lefties well. 372 WOBA for him against lefties over the last couple seasons. This season, numbers haven't been as great, especially the ISO. Would like to see that a little bit higher. But the good news here, 55% hard contact rate against lefties. So that's certainly encouraging. Another guy that hits fastballs very well. You see that WOBA over 400. He's going to see that pitch around 44% of the time from Blake Snell on average against righties. Snell really been a struggle against right-handed hitters. 51% hard contact rate, 372 WOBA allowed, along with a 217 ISO. So the Brewers, maybe not my favorite stack out there, but I think Garcia, the best play in this game. The price is cheap, especially on DK. When we get a guy his upside at just 3,200, got to take a look. I think it's a smart look to make here tonight against Blake Snell. All right, let's go to our next game, and we're going to go to Baltimore with outfielder Anthony Santander. So this game may have a little weather we got to keep an eye on, and don't worry, I'll be watching it throughout the day. If we have to make a change, it'll be in the comment section of the video. But if this game's good to go, Santander, a guy I want in my lineup. First of all, swinging a good bat right now. Had a great weekend against the Nats. 6 hits in that series. Had a home run as well. We know righties very good. A lot of power against righties. Almost a 300 ISO. WOBA at 372. Another fastball hitter, kind of the theme of the day. 298 against that pitch. Won't see as many of those in this game against Shoemaker, 31% of the time, but enough to make an impact. Shoemaker, been a disaster against lefties. It's really been a struggle for him this season. 347 WOBA, 253 is the ISO, and that mix we're always looking for our power hitters. Fly ball rate at 38%, hard contact rate at 45%. Santander in a good spot. That weather holds, he's going to be a good addition to any of your DFS lineups here. Again, very cheap over on DK. at just 3,300. All right, moving on. I promised you a starting pitcher at a discount here, and almost half price of some of the studs here. We're going to roll with Austin Gomber of the Rockies. I think this is a phenomenal play if you're on FanDuel, you want to save some money, you want to get some of the expensive bat stacks in your lineup. I love going this route. Or over on DraftKings if you want to spend up on a Brandon Woodruff, any of those guys on the high end. This is a great SP2 option to still give yourself some expensive bats. But let's dig into some of the numbers here. We know we love the price here on Gomber. DraftKings just 5,600, but he's really shown us some upside here as well. We're talking about 7, 7, and 6 strikeouts in his last 3 starts. And we start to dig in to the New York Mets. Not a team that's great against lefties, to be honest. They're not one of the worst teams like we picked on before, but middle of the road or worst in most of the major categories. The strikeout rate at 24% ranks right in the middle of all teams in the league, with the 128 ISO down towards the bottom, 304 WOBA down in the bottom third, and just a 97 in the WRC plus category. So this is not a potent Mets offense that I'm worried about here. I think Gomber easily pays off this number. In fact, I think he can excel and really smash these salaries big time here tonight. If he gets to that 6, 7 strikeouts once again here tonight, easily pays these numbers off. So a lot of reasons I like him tonight, mainly the price, but the matchup there as well. Too easy to give you Brandon Woodruff. We're going to go down. We're going to give you Austin Gomber here tonight as our value starting pitcher. All right, let's go back to the bats. We promised you an old guy here. We're going to go with first baseman Miguel Cabrera of the Tigers. So I'm obviously team old guy here today. You can see all the gray coming in my beard. We had 50-year-old Phil Mickelson getting it done this weekend. Oldest to win a major. And old in baseball is Miguel Cabrera, no doubt, but he's a guy I really like tonight. First of all, price is very fair. FanDuel, just 2,500. A lot of people have written Miggy off, and is this the same guy we've seen over the course of his career? Absolutely not. We know that, but that's why we're getting the discount. But he showed us what he's capable of just a few days ago with 51 FanDuel points. So he's still got it in there. The power is still there. Still hits lefties well. If we go back over the last 2 seasons, we're talking about a WOBA at almost 400. One of the best fastball hitters that we've ever had in this game. 515 WOBA against that pitch. 333 ISO. And he's going to see that over half the time on average from Hedges. And Hedges, the reason I really like this matchup, it's been an absolute disaster against righties. 472 WOBA allowed, 313 ISO, and a 40% hard contact rate. So some people have steadfast rules. They don't want these old guys in their lineup. Old guys showing they can get it done, and I think that continues here once again with Miguel Cabrera in a great spot here tonight against the Cleveland Indians. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for the night. But before we do that, we want to continue our Beast of the Night contest. It's free to play. All you got to do is get in the comment section right below the video and guess fantasy points for my highest scoring hitter. Any of the 5, don't need their name, just the fantasy points on DraftKings. The closest guess will win themselves either a free 3-day pass to RotoGrinders Premium or a free RotoGrinders t-shirt. Let's wrap this Monday up. My favorite play of the night, you know I'm asked, Beast of the Night. All right, I promise you my favorite play from every game. Process of elimination leaves us with Oakland and Seattle. We're going to go to the Oakland side in the outfield. Ramon Laureano, my favorite play of the night and tonight's Beast of the Night. A good spot here for Laureano. Swinging a good stick, first of all. We like when guys come in hot. We don't mind if they're cold. They get it going like a Tim Anderson, but a good stick going for sure. 7 hits over the last 3. Some big outings as well. Has multiple 30-point DraftKings games over his last 6. Good hitter against lefties. 384 WOBA, 231 ISO, nice 48% hard contact rate. Once again, a very good fastball hitter. 555 WOBA against that pitch, and ISO over 400, and he'll see that about a third of the time on average from Kikuchi. Now, Kikuchi, not a guy that gives up a ton to righties, but enough hard contact where I'm interested here in some of these Oakland bats. In fact, 36% over the last couple seasons. So Laureano swinging a good stick. Yes, you got to pay that price on DraftKings, but we've saved you enough money to make it possible. I think he has a monster game tonight. Ramon Laureano, my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, that'll do it. We made it. The voice held up, guys. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out the video. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, click that thumbs up button, Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and go take advantage of some special pricing over at scoresandodds.com/beer or RotoGrinders.com. I am Beer saying salute. Best of luck, guys. We'll be back with another baseball video on Wednesday. NBA folks, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you. The playoffs in full swing. We'll be back on Friday with an NBA six-pack, so come back for that. But guys, again, thank you for watching. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist.